welcome to my world.
Well, good morning. How is everybody? How was your week? The start of your weekend? Saturday? We're here. I am fucking exhausted. But I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know what we're going to do today, but it's not going to be very much. Other than answering your questions, of course. Oh. Hi, Lou. Hi, Fi. Welcome in, guys. Jeff, how are you? Chaz. Hope everybody's doing well. I missed some people. I apologize. But, yeah. What a day. What a day. It's hot and miserable. Had 3 hours of sleep. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, we're here. We're doing the thing. No, nobody else quit today, but we did get somebody that got sick and can't come in for a few days, so that didn't help. Yeah. Fun times. Fun times. I had to be there at 7, and I actually got called in early because of it. Now they're trying to move my shift around so I get to cover their shift tomorrow, which I am not looking forward to, but it will help Sunday night stream. It will help there be a Sunday night stream if I do switch. I'm just tired. It's so hot. So it's like 40 degrees. See? Everything sucks. I have so much pain. I don't know yet. I'm waiting to see if the schedule gets swapped. If the schedule gets swapped, then no, for sure. If it doesn't, then maybe. I don't know. I do need sleep, so I don't know. Yeah, 640 degrees is hot. Caption's so stupid. I also have my fan blowing, so it's probably affecting things. Yeah, we're here. I need to make a schedule, but I don't know what my schedule is going to be for tomorrow. I don't know what day of the week to start the new streaming schedule on. But other than that, I don't really... Well, I don't want to say I don't have anything to do. We got a long list of shit we need to do, but I don't want to do any of it. Oh man. So I get to work today. I get there early as early as I can. And then the girl I'm relieving because she's got to go to the doctor because she doesn't feel good, or she can't see, or I don't know. She got an infection in her eyeball or some shit. I don't know. And she's like, I'm just going to go to the doctor, get it checked out, and then I'll be right back. And then, of course, she never comes back. And the only other person that was there isn't technically there because they have to do like all of the counts and the ATM machine and the drops, and you know, they're doing the manager stuff, right? So it's basically me by myself on a Saturday morning, and it was non-fucking stop. Like I was literally just lying out the door, and I was just balls to the wall, and I'm fucking exhausted. It doesn't help that the AC inside the shop doesn't really work well either, so it's not much cooler inside than it is outside.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, hi.
Welcome to my schoolhouse.
So, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. You are in 2 chats. I see you. Double the loo. It's always a good thing. Can never have too much loo. Let me get over to the Tavern Talk stream here. So, yeah, we're here. We're doing it. We're answering questions. So if you have a question, exclamation point, ask, followed by your question. Well, mute one of the tabs, silly. Echo, 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 echo. Yeah, just like that. Thank you. Bye. I don't know. Honestly, my brain is not braining. So I was excited because I was like, you know, if I keep the schedule, I was just going to do this for a few hours. And then I was going to, you know, end this stream. And then instead of like going to bed, I just stay up. I was going to work on the program, work on the next alpha release a little bit. Got some things I want to do and changes I want to make. I can do that for a few hours and then stream tonight, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do any of that, to be fair. I think we're going to get done here and I'm going to go and make some spaghetti, and I'm going to eat spaghetti, and I'm going to watch my show, and then I'm going to take a really long, hot fucking shower, and I'm going to pass the fuck out. Now, for the program I'm building, yeah. I'm working on a program. We talked about it a little bit last week. And I got some alpha testers. I got some new features that I want to add to it. And then I'm hoping, and this is all up in the air, don't quote me on any of it, but I'm hoping that we can have the beta round and the live testing on Twitch go on in a couple of weeks. So, no, it's not really top secret. We did talk about it. I showed it off on Twitch a few days ago. Basically, I'm making a standalone Dixper replacement. If you're familiar with Dixper, that will work with Twitch and a Twitch extension, where it's like super fucking easy, complete user control, never have to leave the website. And yeah, it's essentially it's a game overlay, so it's not just like an OBS for your chat to see, and your chat can spend bits and things like that to interact with your stream, and send like jump scares, cover the screen with, you know, effects, words, whatever they want or whatever you want, basically, just to kind of fuck with your gaming experience, but it actually covers your game instead of like just OBS. So yeah. Dixper got really popular, but Dixper doesn't fucking work. And I like the idea of Dixper. I really did. And then I just got sick of it not working. Every time you open it, it needs to do a fucking update and it breaks everything. And it's just a pain in the ass for your viewers to use, because they actually have to leave to go to the Dixper website to do everything over there. And it's like, why don't leave my stream? You know? So I'm building it to work just directly on the page and all on your PC, and you don't, you know, and it's all drag and drop. So when you want to add new effects or whatever, just drag them into the folder. Done. But yeah, we got a little bit of tweaking to do, a little bit. This is the first time I've ever built a program like this, so it's, you know, I want to test it really well. It shouldn't be as I hope it's not complicated as OBS. I couldn't build OBS if I wanted to, but no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that thing is kicking my ass, dude. I keep looking at it and I don't even know. Everything that guy did, I just, in that video, it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't work. Yeah. I keep thinking there's got to be an easier way, but the problem is, you know, YouTube is the biggest problem with it. You know, obviously, you know, it can be done, but it is so, like, you shouldn't need 6 different programs to change one picture. You know what I mean? And it's a pain in the ass. So I'm really trying to dive into the YouTube API, but you want to add a dictionary to OBS? Excuse me, pardon me. In what sense? Like where people can chat, like in your chat, and like type a word and then it'll respond with the definition, or what? But I think there's already an app for that. That would require one of the, yeah, that would require one of the online dictionaries to have an API that will allow you to do that. But I will not write by hand the entire dictionary. Sorry. You couldn't afford that. Yeah, Urban Dictionary has one, I'm sure. Yeah. You might not want that showing up in your chat, though. But yeah. Do they? I'm sure that there's a lot that do, you know. So, yeah, we can look into it. We can definitely look into it. Oh. Are they all, do you have to pay for them? Do they have a free level? A Hitmonchan. Didn't we get a Hitmontop the other day? They're free. Nice. All right. I tell you what, Chaz, go back into the Discord. Go into your other topic, the one that we're already working on with the thumbnails, and just write a little thing of what you want about the dictionary stuff. Put it in the same one, and I'll keep track of both of them there, if you don't mind. 'Cause I will forget. Like right now, I've already forgotten how this stream started. Please ask your questions. I want your questions. I want to be able to answer them, but I probably won't remember them. Let me look into it first and see what all is going to be required, and we'll go from there. And yeah. Which one's more important to you? This one, the dictionary, or the thumbnail? Which one do you want me to focus more on? And I don't mean moron, I mean more on. Dictionary? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Put that in the Discord in your thread, and we'll. Hi, Benny. How are you? Welcome in, Dave. Are you still streaming?
Hey, Bearded.
Yeah.
Benny Situation is saying hi. Respond to their message which reads, hashtag I'm new here.
You are not new here. It is. Yeah, that cabinet is. I told y'all when we were talking about the other day. It's badass, yo. You just woke up? Lucky. Lucky. I'm glad you made it, Benny. How are you doing? How's your weekend? Any plans? You got it? You got the handheld PC? How's it going? How's that working out for you? You having fun? You're wrapped? Yeah. Yeah, I just looked, saw you raided Evie. It's funny because Evie's going late and she was going to raid you, so that's kind of funny. All right, I feel like my face is too big. Y'all don't need to stare at this. Let's go over to this screen. There, that's a little better. The MSI Claw 8. Not the claw. You're scared of the claw. I need to make a stream schedule. Should we do that? I need to make a brand new one from scratch. Create. What do I want to custom? 1920. That's very bright. That is really fucking bright. Okay, hold on. How do I use Canva again? Oh, fuck it off. Pick the fucking color. There we go. We'll start with a gray. Ooh. You've had it for 3 weeks? Yeah, you liking it? So what all are you doing with it? You just using it like a handle, like a PC? Are you playing games or using it like a smartphone? What's going on with it? I think there's a hole in my straw. There is. Fucking suck. What if I go this way? There's still a hole in the straw. Fuck it. I don't need a fucking straw. Get out of here. Gaming on it at the office? Nice. Okay. There's a hole in your bucket, dear Eliza. I kind of remember that little jingle song. How many days are in the week? 7? If we do 4 and 4 and I can make one section for notes. I don't even know how to make a schedule anymore. Streaming? Oh, those are my... Never mind. I know what that is. Okay. You're going to get the Stream Deck too? Hey, Dave, you might know this. What's the difference? What have they upgraded? What's the reason to purchase a Switch 2? Why would I need one other than to say I have one? Has the next gen Stream Deck been announced already, or? It's me right now. I need squares. I think. Newer, faster hardware. Well, you know that they were gonna make a new Mario Kart. You knew that, and they're gonna make new Pokemons. But I mean, obviously, I don't think it's not like forward compatible either, right? Like you can't play Switch 2 games on the Switch, right? So I'm just like, other than that, like, and that is. I heard that some of the old Switches were getting the orange screen of death. Like now that the Switch 2 is out, they're like borking it, trying to force people to buy it and borking your Switch. I'm sure it's backwards compatible. I meant like forward, like, you know, like you can't play Switch 2 games on the original Switch is what I meant. You know, like you obviously the Switch OLED or whatever isn't technically the Switch 2, so you can still play all the original Switch games on the OLED one, but not Mario Kart World is the only reason. That I haven't played Mario Kart since like Mario Kart, whichever one came out for the Wii, and I didn't even play that one very much. I like Mario Kart. I enjoy the game as it is, but yeah, and that's what I was like. That's why I was wondering. I was like, is it like, you know, like a whole new, I mean, obviously it's a whole new console, but you know, I mean, the difference between like a PS4 and a PS5 or, you know, a 360 and Xbox One, or, you know, is it just, oh, we're stronger, faster, brighter? But it's the same thing. I've never been able to tell like all the stuff. And to be fair, I didn't do a deep dive into it either, because it's not like I'm going to be able to afford one, but or the Vita versus, yeah, like, you know, I just hate that they keep coming out with new consoles that I have to buy so I can play fucking Pokemon games. Like, stop. Just make your Pokemon games compatible with anything. They need to make like a Pokemon player, right? Like a console that only does Pokemon games, and just that. I had a Vita at one point. I didn't buy it. I don't even know how I got it. I do remember that it was in my possession, and I never used it. I had no games with it. I just had the Vita. I also had a PSP with Gran Turismo on it. I don't know how I got the PSP either. They do. Oh, yeah. Pokemon on the PC, dude. Do you know how much that would fucking sell, bro? Like, I would pre-order every single fucking one of them. Yeah, literally, I don't know how I came into possession. I actually know I do. The Vita, I don't know. The PSP I found when I was working in Dallas. I was the lead maintenance supervisor for the whole maintenance department for a few apartment complexes. And when people move out, you know, it's part of our job to get them ready for people to move into them, repaint, recarpet, fix holes in the walls, replace sockets, whatever, right? And a lot of times when people move, they leave shit behind. And, you know, especially if they get kicked out. And I remember one of the times we'd always go through, you know, whatever they left behind. And we have to keep anything that's obvious not trash for at least, I think it was 30 days. Because you have 30 days to be like, hey, where's my shit? And if we don't have it or can't produce it, we have to pay you the value of it. So we had like a little storage unit where we stored everything. And when we moved somebody out, one of the things that they had left behind was the PSP, and it had Gran Turismo in it. And the charger was there, and it had like a little case, but that was it. There were no other games or nothing. And after the 30 days, it's up for grabs. So I took it. Never used it. I never even played it. Never even turned it on. I just had it. Same with the Vita. I was like, I probably got the Vita the same way, to be fair. But yeah. And then I think I gave the PSP to one of my friend's kids. I don't know what the fuck I did with the Vita. I probably left it behind when I moved out. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, fun times. You had every emulator on that? Yeah. I've never been into handheld gaming. Like even, you know, I mean, I don't like it. It's not comfortable. I've never had a comfortable handheld console. I don't know. You know, I had the GameCube and I had the Game Boy Player, not the Playboy Gayer. The Game Boy Player, and I fucking put all my fucking Game Boy games on that and played them on my TV. Like I never played on my Game Boys. I've had plenty of boring jobs where I had 12 hours to kill, but when I had those jobs, I was also building a riddle website with 17 million visitors, so I was busy with that. I didn't have time to game. Back then, if I wasn't working or sleeping, I was coding websites, so. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I got the original Game Boy, then I got the Game Boy Color, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. But I never enjoyed playing them, you know? And then I got the GameCube, and I was like, I fucking love the GameCube. GameCube is my favorite console of all time. I know it's not everybody's, but it is mine. I think it's just the ultimate. I mean, obviously, I love some of the other ones. The 360 is way up there. The Super Nintendo, you know, the old Ataris. Yeah, even with the jank-ass controller, I love the GameCube. But I also like playing games on my TV, you know, not 3 inches from my face and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on that little ass screen. You know, it's never really, the handhelds just has never really appealed to me. Like, you know, I mean, same. I don't like laptop computers either. So, I mean, I have one. I've had 3. I always end up selling them. No. Hello. Yeah, I did play my DS, and the only reason I did play the DS was obviously the Pokemon. You had to, right? At the time when the DS was popular, there wasn't an emulator that could do it. There still really isn't one that can do it justice, but they're getting better. But yeah, I did enjoy the DS, but then it was like, you know, the DSi, and I was like, I don't need a fucking camera and a webcam. I don't need that shit. And then it was, you know, the 2DS, 3DS, and I never got any of those. I still have 2 of my DSs. I have the Cobalt Blue one, and then I have the limited edition Legend of Zelda one, you know, but the only thing I don't like about the DSs is they don't have like an out, so you can't like plug it into a TV to play on the TV or to stream from, you know. Yeah, and the 3DS, but I just never, I need to get one. I need to go on Lucky Games and get one because I do have the 3DS Game Boy or Pokemon games. Never been able to play them, but yeah, I did like that. Hey, Pitster, welcome in. What do we do? Yeah, so I need squares. And I need one of these. Put it on there. Okay. And I need these to be the same size. So if I do that, let's make this green for now, or red, I don't care, whatever, just so I can tell the difference. There we go. Okay, so boom, and then yeah, it will. Okay, oh, there we go. There. And then I want to flip this around. How do I flip things? I know there's a way. How do I do that? How do I flip it? I know you can flip it. How do I fucking flip it? No, you edit. No, I don't want to edit. I want to. Oh well, fuck it. Okay, so we need 8. Well, we need 7 of these. So if I duplicate this, wait, actually, if you do this, I think if you do, hold on, delete that. If I do. Is it control duplicate? No. Oh wait, you have to put it there. Okay, so and then we duplicate that. It should, there we go. That's what happened. And then it puts it wherever you put the other one. Okay. And then we can do a duplicate of this one and put it down here. We can duplicate that one and put it here, and then duplicate that. There we go. And then we'll just fucking center them. I don't fucking know what to do, dude. I am horrible at making schedules look cool. Literally, my schedule would just be a list. It would have day, date, time, game. None of this pretty shit. No questions today, guys? What's going on? Everybody knows everything now. I've taught you all everything. You're all caught up with me. I know Fi is. Fi's going to start his own tutorial page. I feel like these should be bigger somehow, but also at the same time smaller because I want more space. I don't fucking know what I want, dude. I should probably just use a fucking template and just copy it, right? About stream schedule. The squares look like they're moving. that better? Those aren't schedules. Those are overlays. Come on, Canva. Some optical illusion. I can't do a month schedule. I wish I could, but weekly. See, that's kind of what I was going for with the, and then you have the notes. That's fucking ugly. Undo that shit. I said undo that shit. There we go. This only has 5. How are you gonna... Oh, that's gross. Gratitude. Shut the fuck up. Can you DM me? Yes, you can DM me. I'm the only one on the server that you're allowed to DM without permission because I am the owner. Not that I'm gonna fucking like it, but... Holy crap, guys, I'm fucking exhausted, dude. Schedule weekly. Here we go. Okay. I can't even fucking think. God, that looks confusing as shit. You know, people that like make these, so like, how much time do you have in your day? Can I have some of it? What does that one look like? I don't give a shit. Just show me what it looks like. I'll take the... I don't want to... I'll take the free shit off, or the paid shit off. I just want to... Fuck off. I hate Canva so much, dude. They've gone to shit, dude. Canva's really gone downhill in the last year. Ugh. I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be at least kind of cool. I wonder, oh, I wonder if they have bar hours. Hours. Opening hours. Not store hours. Damn it. Well, I mean, I guess it's the same opening. We're open. Can you just... No, you can't. You can't do that. Styles. Of course you couldn't. All right, let's go back. Let's what were we? Weekly schedule. Why do I suck at this so much? Somebody make me a schedule. Somebody do the work for me so I don't have to, so I can take credit and just be like, I did this. Western theme? Yeah. I was gonna put like the, you know, the beer mug stuff that we got on it, but hi, Bibs. How are ya? Trying to make a fucking schedule. That's not what I wanted to hear. You just got home? I got home about an hour and a half ago. Ah, graduation party. I don't have time for you right now. I'm live. You should have called me back fucking an hour ago, you son of a bitch. My landlord. Toot, 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 toot. So, I'm guessing, Bibs, that for the testing, you need to update to .NET 0.8 or 8.0. You need the SDK. I was going to send you a link, but I wanted to verify first before we just started throwing shit at the wall, you know what I mean? Hi, Evie. No, I just play one on TV. These are all boring. 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 But also better than what I could do, so you need .NET 8.0. And I will be including, I'm probably going to end up making a launcher that will auto install all of that for you, but I don't know how that's going to work. But you'll need the SDK, because that's what will find, like the in StreamerBot, that's what does like the find refs and everything. And if that's what's causing your shit to crash, it's probably that. I can get you a link if you need one. Nice. Okay. I will be adding an well, I don't know how much of an auto updater it will be to the program, but there will be an updater, because there's no point in like having you download a whole new program and having to redo everything every time and losing like anything you add to it. I'm going to try to make it an auto updater, but that probably won't be until the beta. But what I'm hoping to do is to make like updated files, and you can just drag them into the current folder. And that way you don't have to keep overwriting everything. Why do all these suck? Did nobody make a cool fucking calendar? A Dracloak? Wait, did I even catch that Umbreon? I didn't even look. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, ugh, bleh. That's how I feel right now. Just bleh. This sucks. What I need to do is just find one with like the shapes that I like, and then I'll just change everything inside it. That's what I'll do. But I haven't even found one of those, but yet. I need 8. I need 8 days on the thing. Well, 7 days and then a spot for notes. Like this. Gross. Okay. Change this color to fucking gray. Change all of them. Fuck. Get the, yes. Do it. Do it. Okay. What is this? What is this color? That's fucking gross. Get out of here. Black. There we go. Okay. Now we can take all this crap off. I don't need sparkles. Who needs sparkle? We need shot glasses or something on there instead. Okay. Let's get rid of all this crap. Leaves. Who needs gilded leaves on their schedule? Get out of here. There we go. Alright, what color is this? No, not you. Not you, I said. Yeah, that color. What color is that? Besides horrid. That's gross. Let's go with... brown. Oh. Does brown work? Not really. But... that's an ugly color combination. That is a horrendous color combination. Flesh of the Necronomicon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. 2050? For fuck's sake. All right, elements. Let's go here. I just didn't want to see that. Okay, we need to find a color palette that works. I think I want to take the black. And I think we're going to make it dark gray. And then we can make these black. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going with black. Why not, I guess, but now that looks even worse. Okay, let's change this color. Let's do, should we do like a dark blue? No, that's not even dark enough. That's even lighter. Well, that's a brand kit. I'll get in trouble if I use that. What about a gradient? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's even, oh, it's horrid when it's like that though. Undo, 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 undo. Okay, let's make this the gradient. How about that? And then we can adjust the gradient. If I go back into it, right? I should be, there we go. And then let's make it go, and make it go to a little bit darker blue so it's not like, there we go. Whoops. I didn't mean to, okay. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck it, that'll work. All right, what about these? No, not you. This. That does not need to be shit brown. We can make those dark blue, right? Like, and then we can come off it, and then we can come back in it so we can edit it. Why do I have to go off it to come back in to edit it? What if I do like that? Does that work? Yeah. Okay. And then let's just, well, this ain't gonna work now. Okay, let's go here, and then color, and then you, and then change all. Bam. Right? And then this one, just fucking be the same. Why you gotta be different than everybody else? Fucking weirdo. There we go. That looks horrendous, doesn't it? Okay, let's make this bearded. I can't even spell my own goddamn name. Bearded week. Stream. I don't, what fuck? Stream. No, how about just schedule? There we go. Bearded schedule. That's a horrible fucking color. What color should that be? Like dark gray? Yeah, why not? I don't even need you. Get out of here. And then we can just make you like bleep, the whole like, there we go. Look at that. There. And then center that son of a bitch, right? This way. There we go. Look at that. I'm going for not much. This is going to be minimal. A minimal fucking schedule. Right? Okay. This needs to say notes. I hate that it says note. What if there's more than one? There. Okay. The fact that I'm going to have to change this every week really fucking pisses me off. Okay. Let's see. Let's do some elements. Let's do some, can we do like beer? Fuck off. What the fuck? That's not what I clicked on, you son of a bitch. Beer mug. I don't want photos. I don't need a frame. I guess we'll go look and see if there's any fucking free ones. And there's one for free. It's too bright though. Gross. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, you fuck out of here. Fuck off. All right. What? I could be answering your questions, but nobody's asking any, so you know. Cheers. Let's do, yay, 3 cheers. We can just have that like right there. Twink. You like that? You made a necro. You did, yeah. Let's do shot glass. What can I click on? What just quit telling me to upgrade my plan? I wish you could just go and search for not pro ones. I hate trying to look for that stupid little symbol. You need to start the oven. What are you making for dinner? I'm thinking about just saying fuck it instead of going grocery shopping, which I don't really want to do, and just ordering pizza. 'Cause I have spaghetti I can make, but goddamn, I've been on my feet all fucking day, and I really don't want to stand there to cook spaghetti, even though it only takes like 8 minutes or 12 minutes, whatever. I just don't want to. I'm fucking lazy today, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I spent all of my energy at work. Like literally, I got so many people to be like, "You're so thank you," you know, for like my attitude and stuff like that. Like, I was making people laugh and feel good, and I mean, I literally, like I said, I was by myself. And had line almost out the door almost all day. Like the other shifts that I've worked, I've literally helped probably, I'd say about 150, maybe 200 people my entire shift. I think I hit 300. I got there at 7. Well, I got there at 6:30. I think I hit 300 people by 9 o'clock. I was fucking slammed. And I was on my best customer service attitude, and literally nobody was mad at all today. And do you know how much energy that fucking took? It took all of my fucking energy. Like, I was telling Evie the other day, I was like, customer service, man. I fucking hate customer service, but I am fucking good at it. I hate that I'm good at it, but I'm good at it. Like, this one's perfect without the fire. Don't stop giving me, go away. Get out of here. Rum. Why is the rum gone? Can I just have a fucking shot glass? Who puts an ice cube in a shot glass? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these people? The people that are making these are not old enough to drink. Like, what the fuck is that? Now we're making, what? Now we're in hot pots? What the fuck is this shit? Now we got a car on fire. Okay, this is stupid. You say buy pizza? Don't worry, Twitch guys, you don't have ads. I have blocked ads on Twitch. What are you? Ugly? That's what you are. Can I not just have a I mean... Why does this shit suck so much? I'm just gonna put this right here on Wednesday, because why not? What are we missing? Other than the times, obviously. I'm talking about like decorations. Do I even need any more decorations? How about a fucking olive with a toothpick through it? Do we have that? Or just put that fucking like right here on sun. You know what I could do? I could make these like pins. Ping! Like I'm pinning the day there. Instead of push pins, we just have fucking olives with toothpicks in them. That would look stupid having it on all of them though, wouldn't it? In all of them. Get it? Get it? Come on. That's the best I got right now. You gotta help a dude out. Thank you. Thank you. Why am I even here? Why am I allowed to breathe? Okay, yeah, where's my olive? I don't want another one. Go away, but I want to see what else we got as far as olives go. All right, you guys drink fruity fucking drinks. What goes in your drink? Mine just has like fucking whiskey in it. Unless I'm drinking scotch, then it has ice in it. Ice! We need fucking ice. That's what we need. You don't drink alcohol? Good for you. Well, welcome in, Chuckle. How are you, my friend? We need ice. We need ice. I like the... Oh, that's pro. Never mind. I don't like it anymore. I like the ice border, like a little ice cube border. I wouldn't do it around the whole thing. But like one little corner, like up here. That would look kind of cool. You know what I mean? I'm doing good. I had a fucking long ass day at work and I'm exhausted. I'm still getting used to actually working. But I'm doing good. I'm taking out all of my boredom and frustrations on you guys today. So you have to suffer along with me. So buckle in, Buttercup. Why are ice cubes pro? A lemon. Oh, yeah. Because people that put lemon in their water think they're fucking fancy. I forgot about that. You're not fucking fancy. You just have water with seeds in it. Weirdo. All right, there's some. Put the fucking cubes on the page. God damn. Let's see. We can put the ice down here. Is that? Oh wait, you know, they should be like spilling over. Let's be artistic about it. There you go. And then we'll do. You know what? I'm gonna move the shot glass to fucking Tuesday. Okay. Like that. Actually, hold on. How does this look? Wait. Oh, that's in the fucking way. All right, never mind. Undo. Okay. We'll move the shock, and then what I'm gonna do? We'll get a lemon wedge. I can't spell. Right. And I wish it was like this, but a lemon. That would be perfect. Of course, it's pro though, so. What the fuck is that? Like a triangle trying to fuck a rectangle? What the fuck is going on there? Some people's children. I mean, literally, where'd it go? What the fuck is that? Like the turtles. This needs to be played with the turtle sex sound. Alright. Get the fuck out of my page. Like literally, why can't you be a lemon and not pro? If you were, even if you weren't pro, I could change your color. Wants to be a peg? Yeah. Wants to be something. Look at this lemon squirting. Don't. Fucking don't. Why am I not allowed to have nice things? My lemon has a face on it. Don't animum. I cannot say that word. Anamorphize? How do you? Anamorphize? How do you say that word? Anamorphize? Is that right? Did I say it right? When you like make things have human, bring them to life? Anamorphize? Okay. I always feel like there's like 2 extra syllables in there. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm a little bit loopy today, guys. Why? What the fuck is an M doing there? You're neither a lemon nor a wedge. You're a fucking letter of the alphabet. Get off my page. Is that garlic? Now we're into fucking cheese? Okay. I've reached the end of the internet. We're done. It's fucking... Now, oh, grass. We got grass, of course. and salmon and a golf club. Yeah, we're on track here, baby. We're gonna find our fucking lemon wedge. Faux show. I should just go on Google and steal it. Not that I condone that, because I don't. Unless you want to. Do whatever the fuck you feel. God damn it. Benny, get the fuck out. Jesus Christ. Benny just took about 3 years off my fucking life. Hi, Phil. Welcome in. Welcome into the shit show. How are you, buddy? How long have I fucking scrolled for? Yeah, yeah. You know you're never gonna get banned. You might get angry finger wags and yelled at, but you'll be all right. 20 minutes? Have I really been? I feel like it. Yeah, I got home. I didn't get off work till 3. I'm trying to make a schedule so you guys know when I'm going to be live next week, but I can't find a fucking lemon wedge. And I'm not paying a fucking dollar for it. Oh, I got another letter. Oh, we got another SK. We could spell out lemon wedge before we actually fucking find one. Work absolutely gets in the fucking way. Of like everything. Work is stupid. Who decided we needed to do this? Work for money? That's like the dumbest fucking idea ever. Why can't people just be good at things anymore and then trade what they're good at for things that other people are good at? Whatever happened to that? You know? Oh, you're good at working on cars? Cool. My car broke down. Would you fix my car? And then I will, I don't know, do something I'm good at for you? Oh, all right. Get some good sleep, Bill. And I probably will not be live tonight to see you in the morning. So good luck in your shoots. Have fun. For those of you that may not know, Baiter Phil is a scam baiter on Twitch. Really fun to watch. Make sure you go check him out. But he also owns more guns than most Americans. And he's a Brit. So careful with that one. Now we got sharks. We got fucking sharks. I searched lemon wedge. We have a lemon with a penis and a face. This is not good, guys. Gonna try and hit a few clays. Okay. Hit some Davids and Ramones while you're in there too. Fuck Clay. Fuck Davids. Fuck Ramones. Unless they're here in chat. If your real name is David or Ramon, I'm just making up names off the top of my head. I don't mean anything personally. Unless you're that guy. And then you know what? Fuck you. Okay? I don't know what I'm talking about. Is that a fucking pie? What the fuck? What is that? What the fuck is that? There's like a furry lip. Get the fuck off my page. What the fuck is that? Okay. I don't even know. I don't want to know. What the shit? Mike! Holy crap, dude. I thought you died. Where the hell have you been hiding? Welcome in, my friend. The Welsh have invaded us, guys. Been undercover? Oh,
Okay, right.
forget everything I just said then.
I'm missing a tool, but what tool am I missing? That's the question, because I got a blowtorch on me. I got a drill.
You're missing
Got
a
the rope.
tool.
I got an advanced lockpick. I got a toolkit.
You need a hammer.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Were you doing more of the GTA RPG or whatever y'all called it? Or were you actually playing the game? And how's that going? And how have you been? Fucking Christ, I haven't seen you in fucking forever, dude. I miss your face. Thank you for the raid. RP, not RPG. Right, roleplay. Yeah. Cool, man. I'm looking for a lemon wedge. Been scrolling for 26 minutes now. What the fuck is that? What is that? Somebody tell me what the fuck that is. We're not moving stream forward until I learn what the fuck this is. What is this shit right here? What the fuck is that? That is not a shoe. How is that a shoe? It's like a sunbathing clam with a cigar. Hi, geek. Espadrille? Is that a Pokemon? Welcome in, geek. How are you? Been playing a bit of F1? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for the raid. I'm not trying to kick you out because you know I love it when you're here, but if you do need to raid and run, man, I completely understand. Go to your post-stream care, rehydrate, dehydrate, get a snack, call your mom, walk your pets, pet your kids. The beige, that, okay. I still don't see how you would put a foot in that, but okay, I'll believe you. Go, okay. The right, oh, so it's, oh, okay, I'm on it. I believe you. Thank you. The dark pink is, oh. So that cigar looking thing goes around the ankle. Okay. We'll just keep scrolling. For those of you coming in with the raid, hi, I'm Bearded Ink. We do things on this channel. Most of the time we just sit around, talk shit. Sometimes we play games. Saturdays, well, I try to Saturdays. We do this. Tavern Talk. I'm answering questions that people have about streaming related stuff. OBS, Streamer Bot, any other bot, Discord, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. But I'm so good at this. We've been doing it for 39 weeks now. And nobody has any questions anymore. I have literally answered every question anybody could have. That's how good I am. So we don't have any questions today. So we're looking for a lemon wedge. One of these days you'll put a bot on your stream. It's a good idea. All right, let's look at lime wedge. I bet we're not going to get any different result, but I'm tired of scrolling. So I'm going to start scrolling again from the top. You got to put a bot on there for your wife to abuse? Is that instead of you or in addition to you? Why am I why am I shrugging my shoulder? Like, I feel like I'm a little ball of stress today. In addition to, yeah, I figured. It's usually how it goes. Yeah, they won't replace. They'll just add to, you know? Curses. Like, I want this. I want that. But why can I not have that? I mean, I don't want to pay for it. I just want that. Can we just call that, have that and call it a day? What about this one? That's a grapefruit. That is neither lime nor wedge. That is a fucking grapefruit. Yeah, AI is going to take over the world, people. One of these days. Thank you for being the 5th one here, Benny. My OCD was going nuts. That open spot was there. I appreciate you. All right, what if we do... Yeah, that's... yeah, that one. I was actually going to see... Where'd that circle one go? There was a free circle one. Not that. That looks stupid. Where'd it go? I saw it. I seen it. That was this one. I was going to see if I could do this and then just fucking like edit it. What if we do it? Well, I don't, because I want it. I was going to have it like wedged on the corner. You know what I mean? Does that make sense what I was going to do? Or, you smelling what I'm stepping in? Like I was going to do like this, you know? Oh no, what the? I was going to do, you know, like a that. Like a that kind of thing. You know? But better. Like it was, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Kinda? Like it's like yeah, like that. Like it's wedged on there. You know what I mean? Can I? I don't know if I can or not. I mean, probably can if I was talented at digital art stuff, which I'm obviously fucking not. I need to like erase a corner of it. Edit. I may encounter performance issues while editing photos on this device. Fuck off. Okay. No. Done edit. Okay, so what if we do shapes? Let's go back to shape. We might have to combine images to make. I don't fucking know. Ah, it's work. This got salt on them. What if I do it like this? And then it's like, does that look stupid? That looks stupid, doesn't it? You're allowed to say yes. I spilled. I could put it here. And that way it's kind of like on both. Does that look dumb? It looks dumb. Something's wrong. I don't know what it is. Something's not right with this. Something is off. What is it? It's too heavy. It's too heavy in the center. This is you're a fucking problem. What if we have like a knocked over shot glass? I made a menu art for a calendar. I spilled my drink on my goddamn. I have a hole in my lip or something. I don't like that either. Go back. Okay, you can get the fuck out of here. Bye. I don't like that one. Wine in my bar? Fuck out of here. I wanted my customers and my patrons to fucking drink dirt and feet. I would serve dirt and feet. No, this is Canva. This is a canva.com. I'm just making a picture with other pictures. We got a literal gumdrop. Almonds. Lime and wedge in the search box, and I get fucking almonds. And are those fucking potatoes? They are. These are JoJo's. These citrus nuts. Yeah. These nuts. Ah, we got a fucking Subway sandwich. I put in lemon wedge and I get a goddamn hoagie. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Now I'm hungry. If I don't eat today, Evie's gonna get mad at me. Fucking snow cone. I mean, at least it has a wedge-ish shape to it at the bottom, you know? Like, see? I looked. That's because I can't find a fucking wedge. It was a good-looking hoagie, yeah. Now I want Subway. But I really don't want Subway because I fucking hate Subway. But I really like Subway. But just not right now. Does that make sense? You ever like something, but you also hate it? That's supposed to say limerick, I think. And not limerick. Microsoft. Yeah. I always need butt snuggles, Evie. Always. Like, that should be a constant thing. What the actual fuck? Do I even... Pardon me. I'm not defeated, though, Evie. Thank you. I'm not defeated. I'm worn the fuck out. I expended so much fucking energy today, dude. Like, I am physically tired. The work is not hard. So my brain is, like, not tired. But everything else, like my eyelashes hurt. Oh, we're back to the fucking sushi and shit now. Okay. Cantaloupe. Brick wall. Yep. That makes sense. A cane. We got a fucking a cane. We got a walking cane. That makes sense for my search. Yeah. There's a fucking sunbathing, cigar smoking clam again. Out of half a coconut? It could be. I was just trying to look for something to put like at the top right here, you know, just like I wanted to hang a wedge on the edge of it, like a lemon wedge or a lime wedge, but I'm not getting those. And the only one they have that would be perfect and it's Pro. And this one lime is winking at me and it's making me feel certain things. And I don't like it. The only time I am moderately to halfway decent at digital art is when I'm building things in Flash, and a lot of you don't even remember what Flash is or was. And I need to reinstall it on my new PC. I haven't, but I have it. I have an old CS3, I think. I tried that. Well, I thought about trying that. And then I decided that was like a lot of work. Yeah, Joe Cartoon was amazing. But I'm really good at building things in Flash. Or I was. And so like when I needed to do art stuff, I would just do it in Flash and then export it as like a PNG or whatever. But I haven't, since I built the new PC, I haven't installed Flash back on. I need to. I was gonna force myself to learn like GIMP and stuff, but bleh. This is the face Evie makes at me when I don't eat. I'm not wrong. Yeah. Oh, she tells me to like, you need more water. And I'm like, there's water in my coffee. I get this look. I'm not wrong. I don't make my coffee with Red Bull. I use water. There it is. There it is. Told you. At least we're kind of, oh, that's a plum. I'm gonna say we're kind of back into like limes and stuff now, but ooh. See, if I had Canva Pro, I could like go in and do like and edit it like, you know, like you can like in normal digital art program, but I don't because fuck paying for it. I went 37 months without paying for Pro while using Pro because I kept renewing the fucking free trials, but then they stopped that. They put it into it, and this account can no longer get free trials. And I'm not gonna make a brand new account every month because fuck that. It's like work. But I'm also not gonna pay for it. So And yes, I know there's other programs out there that rival Canva now, but again, not making a new thing. I'd have to, all my shit, I'd have to export and move over, and nah, it's a lot of work. All of my thumbnail stuff, nah, no thanks. Oh, okay. Fuck it. This. Can we make it a little bit bigger? There we go. Let's do that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a drop shadow on it. So I'll make the drop shadow white. Because I'm fucking crazy like that. There. Art. Fucking art. Look at that. Woohoo. Have we really been live an hour and a half? God, feels like a year. I'm just kidding. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to copy this little bad boy, and we're going to move him to Wednesday. We're going to pin Sunday and Wednesday with little olive pins. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to take all of it, and we're going to fucking group it, and we're going to lock it. And now it just stays. All right. Now we get to do the thing. I need to look at my schedule for this week. Hold on, it's on my phone. I don't know how to find it. Oh, found it. Okay. So let's see. I'm unsure about tomorrow still. I was supposed to work 3 to 10, but I may be working 6 a.m. to 2 instead. Monday I work 7 to 3. That's what I worked today. Yeah, mornings suck, but they really need that shift covered. So I told them, I was like, I'll cover it, but you got to find somebody to cover my shift, because I'm not doing a double. You can fuck off. But Monday and Tuesday we're off. There's no stream. So, oh God, now I got to pick a font. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to maintain that, because I do need some semblance of, right? No, stop. Okay. And then, so I don't work Wednesday. So, whoops. But Thursday and Friday, I'm fucking sick. Fucking gross. Okay. So Wednesday we can do our normal stream. So we can do RPG, OTM. Can you fucking not? There we go. Okay. Nope, stop. And then that will start at, we'll do our normal time, 9:15 p.m. Yeah. Okay. Thursday. Thursday we can do that as well, but we're gonna have to start at 8 because I have to work. Well, I have to work 6 a.m. You know what we might do? Let's do this. Let's move this. Okay, what do I work on Tuesday? Okay, Tuesday, I do 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so I'll be home by 10 and then sleep all through the night. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make this 7. We'll do 7 p.m. And then that way I can go, if I go 4 hours, you know, it's what, 11? And that'll give me like 5 hours of sleep. Okay. And then, whoops, Wednesday. No, Wednesday I'm off. Okay. And then Thursday I do the 6 a.m. So that's why we're starting early. But I'm off at 2. So we can do 7 again. And then Friday I don't get off till 3 like today, but I don't go in until 10 p.m. on Saturday. So we can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 4. So we'll make this the regular 9 p.m. time. Yeah. Saturday we will do Tavern Talk. So let's do. That's what we're doing right now with all of your fancy questions. Y'all better have some fucking questions for me next week. I swear to God. I will turn this fucking car around. And Tavern Talk can be at its normal time because Saturday I don't go in till 10 p.m. I'm answering your only. What's your question that I'm answering? I'm not answering any question unless you're like, what are you working today? If you're asking what I'm working this week, oh, you're looking at it. We're trying to figure that out. Okay, and then let's duplicate this one, and then we'll do our normal start time. If it will let me. But I have to go to work at 10, so there will be no night stream. Let's do, here we go. No, delete that. Okay, let's do this. There we go. No night stream. Sorry. Okay, and then that leaves Sunday. I don't know what I work. Well. We'll do speed run Sunday. But I don't know what time yet. So my schedule goes Sunday. to Saturday. Well, I'm going to do it like this is tomorrow, not the following Sunday, right? So this is tomorrow and then Monday, Tuesday. So that's this week coming because that's what my schedule is. I'm just, because I may be swapping shifts for tomorrow. So if I do swap shifts, we'll have a normal stream, our normal start time, 8 or 9 p.m., whatever, because I don't stream on Monday. And then Monday I don't go until 7 a.m. But yeah, I mean, obviously when this won't be final until I find that out. And then of course I will post it in the Discord and on Blue Sky and stuff, but I'm just trying to get an idea. So as it stands right now, let me go back to that. If nothing changes, if I don't swap shifts, I work 2 to 10 and then on Sunday, and then turn around and do a 7 a.m. So that would suck. So there might not be a stream on Sunday. If I do swap shifts and work the 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., then we'll do a regular shift, or a regular shift. We'll do a regular speedrun stream tomorrow, like 7 or 8 p.m., whatever. But I'll make that, I'll get that known and figured out, right? All times US Central, which is GMT. What are we right now? Minus 6, I think. So there you go. That's what we're working on. So tomorrow I won't know until probably a little bit later tonight. There's a small part of me that hopes I do work the 6 to 2 tomorrow, but there's a small part of me that knows I'm going to hate that fucking shift and I don't want to do it. 7 to 3 is bad enough, but 6 to 2 is even just, that's ungodly. Not be waking up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just illegal. It should be illegal to wake up that fucking early for work. You'd be thrilled to work 6 to 2? I don't. I am 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. is for staying up, not waking up. That's a 10 hour. No. I have never, ever in my entire life ever been a morning person, and I never will be. Like, I can do it. I will not do it happily. Like, when I got at work today, I was pleasant with the customers, but I hated every single one of them. I've never been a morning person. No. Like, my ideal time is like 8 or 9 a.m. is when I would go to bed. Like, I will happily work an overnight shift, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. I would work, whatever, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., whatever, that's fine. But, right, yeah, maybe if I start drinking heavily, I can No. I mean, and plus, you know, with my insomnia, how my fucking circadian rhythm swaps around and like, but it always goes back to me being a night person. I've always been a night owl, always. And even like when I have my insomnia and I will sleep at night and wake up in the morning at like 6 or 7 a.m. on my own because I've already slept for, you know, 5 or 6 hours, I will be worthless that day. Doesn't matter. I will be absolutely kind of like I am now. Like I'm just like, ugh, right? I'm fucking worthless. Yeah, I like to wait. I wake up at the crack of noon. That's what I do. That's ideal. No. Like when my insomnia finally breaks and I actually get on a sleeping schedule, if I go to sleep at night, like if it breaks at night, because sometimes you never know when sometimes my insomnia is be like, oh, by the way, you're sleepy now, let's go to bed, right? If that happens at night, I will literally sleep for 15 hours so that when I wake up, it's nighttime. If I go to sleep early morning, like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I will wake up at noon or 2. So it's like whenever my insomnia breaks, my sleep that I get when it breaks is dependent on what time I go to sleep, and I will always sleep until it's nighttime. And then I will be on night schedule until I get insomnia again. It's fucking weird. It's so weird. And it doesn't matter, like I could have my insomnia for a week and I can go like 4 days without sleeping, and I will still only sleep 4 or 5 hours. If I fall asleep in the middle of the afternoon, I will sleep until nighttime. But if I go to sleep at night or early morning, I will sleep until the next night. It's so weird. It's fucking crazy. And my body's just like, nighttime, time to be up now. Let's go. You know, that's what my body's like, I don't know, programmed for or whatever. I am a night person. Fuck mornings. I hate mornings. Sun's up. Birds are chirping and shit. People. But gross. I used to throw shit at my wall when I was trying to sleep after my insomnia broke. If I could hear the birds chirping, I would yell at them. What the fuck up? Even if they were like not near my house and I could hear them. Hated them. I hate birds. They make too much noise. That's why I love this dog so much. He sleeps like 20 hours a day, every day. He's so fucking lazy. He's like me. We get along so great in that. Like I get home, he's like, oh, you're here. I was taking a nap. And you can see like big stretches, big fucking yawn, like you've been sleeping all day. We go out, we pee, give him a treat. And then he's like, all right, nap time. And I'm like, yes, that's my dog. Aww. Hold his nose closed. And then put shaving cream in his mouth. Just kidding. That's cute. All right, guys. I do have to pee, though, so I'm gonna go take a quick BRB. Yeah, dog's asleep, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll too, because it's gonna be 2+ hours. If you do have a question, !ask, followed by your question, get it in the queue. We'll answer it. If not, we might just end it because I'm fucking starving and I'm getting sleepy. But we'll be back either way. Give me a couple minutes to handle that, and I need to make some coffee or something, and we'll be right back. All right, I love you. Thank you for being here. Ask a question. Wait, let's examine this. Oh, look.
Such pride undeserved, great predator. When your whole being is borrowed,
Look!
where it is
Oh,
due, and
fuck.
dues where payment is demanded.
Wait, so what's the donation? Is that, do you have to do the thing where you have 2 of them now and chili oil, or what?
I have to do another warhead and the ghost pepper sauce. Yeah.
Oh, God! Jesus, fuck! Damn it! Damn it, trainer! I hate this one. I hate this one.
Oof. And now we have Bed in here playing with my Jixper. I'm playing with my. Yeah, we don't care, Brock. Shut the fuck up. God damn. And he wants to talk some more. Like, dude, I'm not your friend. Okay? This ain't the fucking Pokemon series. You're not gonna follow me. Shut the fuck up. You know when I'm gonna see you again? Fucking never, you little bitch. Quit talking. Oh, we got more painkillers. We're gonna need those. Take them. Oh, okay, hi! Naked guy in the shower. Oh, bodies are gone. Thanks for cleaning up. That's why he wears the gloves. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna have a goddamn heart attack, man. You have to hit him. What the? What the fuck just happened?
Yay!
Adriana, welcome in. Fuck off. What's your name? Ew. Swimming in guts. I'm swimming in guts. Don't mind me, just a swimming in guts. I'm covered in blood and goonky stuff. I'm swimming in guts. That's me. Holy shit, we got lucky. Okay, so now we know Ghosty's name. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Make it. Okay. Okay. This is the window. Jump! Make it. Jump into that window. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Hup.
Oh!
Daisy. Hup.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Of course it is. Oh, let's go down. You know what I want to do? I want to go down. Such a gentleman, yeah. Come this way, sir, for your disembowelment. Okay, it's stink bug. Oh. It's so bad. It's worse when you breathe them. If I don't breathe, it's okay. I'm just gonna hold my no, my. Mm-mm.
You got this, bearded.
It's so bad though.
No, because I believe that you would beat Matt in Wii Boxing. I believe it. I feel it. I know you can.
I'd totally beat Matt in Wii Boxing.
Yeah.
Who's Matt?
Matt is the final boss. What, you don't know the Matt meme? Of
No.
Matt from fucking Wii Boxing?
No.
He is the final boss.
Go! Not me screaming in the dark. Ew. Swimming in guts, I'm swimming in guts. Don't mind me, just a swimming in guts. I'm covered in blood and gooky stuff. I'm swimming in guts, that's me. What? That's not the time for my light to go out. That's not the time for my light to go out. Oh, feet! Feet! Why are there feet? Oh, it's a mannequin. What the hell is wrong with this house? Nothing about this place is normal.
You're such a pushover boy.
You just smashed pissers. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Oh. She's leading the way. What the? Wonderful school kitchen? Wait. Oh, okay, there you are.
Write in the book. Can you write in the book? Write in the book. Yeah?
Look at my stream. Oh my
hold on.
god.
What? Hold on.
Did anybody else get that?
What happened?
Oh. Alright. Oh, here we go. Oh, it happened. Oh, Jesus, fuck me. What? Alrighty, thank you for being patient through that break. We're back. Welcome in, Fun Base. Hi, Laura. You've made it. Welcome in. Thanks. Good to be back. We got a question. We got a question. We're going to answer it. Okay. All right. Question time. Let's answer a question, guys.
Funbase Alpha asked, I tried following your video regarding having mods control OBS volume via StreamAbit, but
Yes.
couldn't get it to work. Does
Oh.
it only work in 2.6 and not in 2.8? Anything you'd suggest I try to troubleshoot it?
No. Yeah. No, it works in 2.8. There's just a couple things you need to make sure that you're aware of. So let's take a look here. So, do I have an audio? I do have audio. Okay. So if we look at the bot, obviously you said you follow the tutorial, but we're just going to make some things here. Let me zoom in. So we have our volume settings, whatever you want to call it. I can't spell. Right. So we have that action. In the sub actions, you need to first get the information from chat. So like if your mods are going to control it, they have to type it in the chat, right? So we want to come down Twitch and we want to get the user information, and you want to change this from input. So this is what we want here to be our very first sub action. So it's going to get the username, it's going to get whatever they type in chat, things like that. The next one is the OBS raw. And I think I have that copied already. So we're going to go into OBS raw here. And in the raw section, you want to give it a name. I just do, it doesn't really matter what you call it. We can just call it volume. But you want to be on raw. And then of course, just like in the tutorial, this all has to be perfect, right? So when you type set input volume, it's capital S, capital I, capital V, everything else is lowercase. And then the comma at the end is also very important. The request data, we're requesting two types of data. So we're going to have the request data and we're going to open the bracket, and then we're going to define what the data is. And the first thing we're going to do is the input name. Again, capital N, an input name, but not a capital I. And then we're taking the input 0. So that's important as well. So instead of like raw input, so input 0, the number, not the letter O, as the variable, and a comma, and then input volume dB, and then of course volume and the D from dB. Okay, it matches exactly. Right. So the next thing you got to do is we got to make the trigger, and that's just going to be your command for whatever you want it to be, right? So we'll just do a core command and make sure it's command triggered, not command cooldown. And we're going to create one, and I'm just going to call this one again. I'm going to call it volume. And the command is going to be !vol for this. And you want that at the start. And uncheck both of these. Ignore bot, ignore internal messages. You want to ignore those, and then make sure that Twitch message is selected. And then this should be a moderator only command, right? So we want to move moderators over to allowed. And that's really all you have to do for that. And then we're going to say, okay. And then we say, okay. So now we have the trigger that runs the action, which does these two things. The only other thing is that your moderators have to know exactly what your, excuse me, your audio sources are called, right? So for example, in this version of my OBS, the test version, my microphone is the Blue Yeti. So if I turn this on to my microphone, when I speak, now you see I'm talking here, the dB is zeros, right? So when I would type in my chat, I would type in something like, exclamation point volume, right? Which would be the command. And then there'd be a space, right? And then we want to, the first input has to be the name exactly as it is in your OBS. So with this one, I have Blue Yeti with a capital B, a space, and a capital Y. It has to be exactly that. Now, I suggest that obviously, because we're doing the inputs the way we're doing, that all of your audio sources be one word, because if they're two, it'll be input 1 and input 2. Does that make sense? So like Blue Yeti wouldn't work, right? It would have to be Blue Yeti without a space. That would work. So I could rename it. Whoops. I could rename it here. To Blue Yeti without a space, and that would work. Okay. But whatever it is in there, and let me just stop following for a second. So just to keep it simple, because I don't want to write a whole lot, we're going to go with the bots. So if we want to control my bots, right? Okay. If I can get this, there we go. So what I'd want to do then is make sure it's a capital B. So then the next thing you would type in would be bots, and spelled exactly as it is in OBS. Okay. And then again, another space, and then the volume has to be, it's a decibel rating, right? So if you look here, right, we're at 0 decibel is at the very top. And then at the very bottom, we were to unlock this, it'll go down to infinity, but basically anything below like -65. So whatever they put in as the number is the decibel it's going to go to. Does that make sense? So if you say 0, it's not going to mute it. It'll go to the top and make it loud. So if I wanted it, like if I want my bot here, let me just unlock this. If I wanted my bot to be, it's too loud and I want it to go to -20, I would type in -20, right? And then it'll go, boop, and it'll pop down to 20. And if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever, it would go, you would put 10, 0. Whatever the number you put, that's the decibel it's going to go to, right? So you're not going to be able, like, oh, my volume is at 0 right now. Oh, let me clear this out. My volume is at 0 right now, and I want it to go down 5 decibels, right? Or, 20% or anything like that. It's got to be the exact decibel rating that you want it to drop to, if that makes sense, right? And the big caveats on those is that most of the time, if you're doing it, you don't get it exactly right. So, you know, that's why at the end of that tutorial, I said, try to rename your audio sources as all lowercase and one word, you know, so like you could be like, hey, you know, mods, can you lower my bots to, you know, -10 or whatever, right? And then your mods should know what they're called. But those are the two biggest caveats, and the reason that may not be working is that, you know, you're not typing in exactly with the capitalization and everything. And then the other thing would be in here if they're not doing it in the right order, or if you don't have these typed exactly as it is here. But if all of those are correct and you verify that everything is connected, you can also test these here. And then, so like I'll just do a test and it'll tell you code 600, no source was found by the name of input. So the result is false, right? So I go back to my here and I could put in like bots, and then we could do -10 just for the test. So if I were to type these in the chat, boom, right? Input volume dB must be a number. Okay, so we go back, take away the negative, test. It is a number. What are you talking about? Oh, it's because am I not connected? Am I not connected? There we go. And then, oops. Oh, stop it. We go to, oh, that wasn't a test. Let me check. Oh, shit. Stop it. Hold on. Wrong button. Clear this out so you can actually see what the fuck is going on. Where's the one that I have? Volume. Fi, are you back from cooking dinner yet? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna change this. Can you? Can you type in exclamation point VOL exclamation point VOL, all lowercase, and then do yeah, well, hold on, and then do blurp with a capital B and then a space, and then do 5, the number 5. Okay, thanks. Honestly, I don't think I've actually had to use this since, whoops, action history. Oh, sorry, do it on the Twitch side. My bad. That was my fault. Okay, do it again, but do -10 as the number. No, you're fine. I changed it away from a moderator. It worked. I just want to see. Yeah, okay. So let me show you this. And I'll come in here. So you can see here that our blurb is now at -10. Do it again to the 5. Do blurb 5. If you don't mind. And you'll watch it jump. Boom. And then it goes to the 5. Right. So if, and this is on 2.8. So if it's not working, make sure that, again, like they're typing it exactly like you see it here. Also make sure that you are actually connected to your OBS, and also make sure, and the reason that it's not working on the test one, make sure that in your integrations, you are signed in to the StreamerBot website. So go to integrations tab. Whoops. Yeah. So there we go. Integrations tab, and then go to StreamerBot website and make sure that you're logged in there. You log in with Discord. That way it all goes through and connects through all of the WebSocket stuff, because it's sending an OBS raw command. And once all of those, and then make sure, again, the spelling and the spaces, capitalization, all of that matter, and then test it again. And it should be working. Should be working. If it is not, we can try to figure out why. But it should do after that. If I recall correctly, let's see if that works. Where's my test? Test name, input 0, value, what was it? Blue Yeti. Input 1, we'll do 5. Okay. So if I look at this, that might be why. Might be why. I want to see. I want to watch my Blue Yeti. It's at 0. If I do the test trigger, didn't work. Oh, wait, hold on. But also make sure your volumes aren't locked. Okay. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let me try this. Let me try this now. What? It still did not work. Oh, wait. Did I put this back? I did. Maybe I have the test wrong. Let me see what this says. The test command is so hard. Yeah, I might be having, I might have those wrong. Let's see. Shouldn't be. Oops. Oops. And fine. So I don't remember. Is this one of the ones I said you had to be live for? Let me see what. Hold on. Let me look at this. So this is the one where Phi did it. So input 0 was blurp. Input 1 was 5. Where's my OBS raw? Yeah. That's what you should get. Add results to arguments. Wait, is that what we did? Check. Llama check. Yeah, they're there. This won't, if you do the test button here on this, it won't send the results. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. So you should get, if you were to happen to hit this test, you should get a 600, not a 401. And it should say it's not found.
Bippity said, bearded. Bad news, I uninstalled / reinstalled, tried again, same error. Then rebooted and retried. Same error. I think it just hates me.
It doesn't hate you. You're just missing a step somewhere. We'll get on a call. That way I can see what you're actually doing. Yeah, thank you, Evie. But yeah. If you do that, you should be doing it. It should work. I don't want to close the wrong bot. I've done that before. Okay, so yeah. So basically, this one is not gonna, if you run this test here, it's just gonna send this, right? Because it's just testing that your format is right. So when you test, it should say false, but you should get code 600 because there's not going to be a source in your OBS named input 0. You're getting a 300. What does the comment say? Okay, no worries. Input name. So this line is not reading correctly under your request data. So make sure it looks exactly like this. Commas, spaces, everything. All the colons are there. The quote marks are all there. If you hit format, does it give you an error or anything? Excuse me. Okay, and then the other thing to check that I can think of is because OBS RAW goes through WebSockets. Now this should be done obviously, but in OBS, if you go to Tools and then WebSocket Server Settings, make sure that it is enabled, that the checkbox is there for enabled, and that you are actually connected. You should have a connection for your streamer bot. I mean, that I'm assuming that's it should be there, right? If you're connected to streamer bot, but just always double check that. Excuse me. Yeah, that's there. Right, and then you have your connection to the correct OBS. Either default should work as long as you have your connection in Stream Apps set to default. Otherwise, you need to select it. Enjoy your shower, Evie. Thank you for hanging out. Trying to think of anything else that would prevent it. I mean, if you're getting the 300 error that says that it must contain input name, something in here is wrong. Because it's not reading that you have requested data input name. Let's see if I can find the list of raw commands. What was it? Just so we all know. Bad cap. Okay. Yay. Okay. Yep. That'll do it. It's easy. It's easy to do. I'm currently coding a fucking WPF program, and I went 5 hours trying to figure out why something wasn't working, and I missed a fucking comma. And like I had like 1,300 lines of code, and I missed one fucking comma. It's insane. Yeah, coding. I used to have a coffee mug. I actually have it on my Amazon list because I want to get it again because it broke. But it says on it, it's you know that 99 bottles of beer song. This one says 99 bugs in the code instead of bottles of beer. So 99 bugs, or what does it say? 99 bugs in the code. Take one down, patch it around. 107 bugs in the code. It's like, yeah, exactly, yeah. I fucking love that thing. It's like, how true. Every time you smash a bug, and then it's like you got 4 more. Stop licking where your balls used to be, please. That was fucking 6 years ago, dude. They're gone. Okay. Yeah, all right, awesome. Glad we got it sorted, dude. Fantastic. All right. Laura in chat, Dahlia in the or Delilah, sorry. Delilah in the Discord has asked us, is there a way to add pretty follower alerts with StreamerBot? And I'm going to go ahead and save this image, and we're going to save it to the desktop, and I'm just going to name it pretty. So there it is. She wants to know if there is a way to add pretty follower alerts. So you sent me this as an example in StreamerBot that shows their name. So yes, absolutely, you can do that. And let me show you real quick how. Okay, so you have your image. First thing is your image needs to be in OBS, right? StreamerBot does not produce images and things like that to your stream. So I have an alerts scene. If you have nested scenes, however you want to do it is completely up to you. I find it best to have, like a scene, and then I have my follower alert. So I would make a new one, just grab the image. I would name it follower, right? And then we're going to look for that image. I'm going to go to my desktop here and get the pretty image. Use nested scenes, perfect, right? So once you have that here in OBS, you just put it wherever you want it to show up in your scene. I'm just going to leave it like centered for now, but you can resize it, right? Crop it out, whatever you need to do. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a text source. Okay, so we're going to add a text GDI plus, and you're just going to name this one like follower name something. Okay, and then put in a name. Doesn't matter what it is. You can do whatever your name. Doesn't matter. Pick your font, right? Make it pretty. Make it how you want it to look. Pick your size. I recommend going with like a 72 because it looks good whether you size it up or down. If you go too big, you got to really shrink it down. If you go too small, it can look crappy when you make it really big. Also, I want that Whismer, so I'm going to pokey catch. And then you can come down here. You can do, obviously like your colors and things like that to make it pretty, however you want it to look. Okay. Once you have that, you want to drag the name on top of the image. So we're just gonna put it here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is if you look, so that looks okay. That looks, you know, that might be me. Get it positioned, use your arrow keys, whatever. Excuse me. Now, you know as well as I do that names on Twitch are going to be longer than others, or on YouTube, whatever. They're going to be, some are short, some are long, some are, you know, 7 characters, some are 142. Hi, Malcolm. Right. So what I like to do is I like to make it scroll. Okay. So what I'm going to do is on the text itself, we're going to come to follower name, and I'm going to go to filters, and then we're going to click the little plus sign here, and we're going to look for scroll. Okay. And you don't need to rename it or anything. You're just going to have a scroll, and then you're going to come with this page. And then, so what I want to do is I want to loop it, and I want to limit the width. So I'm going to click this box here. Okay. And then I can drag this down so I can see what we're looking at. Right. And so what I want to do is I want to set the width here so that it fits within the image that we're working with. So this one's probably going to be like, I don't know, let's try 600. Okay. So if we look here, you can see how it's doubled up, and then we can kind of move it. 600's a little big. So we'll do 500. And you just got to play with it to get what you think looks right. Okay. And then, whoops, I closed the filters down. And then what you want to do is the horizontal speed. Now I recommend something around like 40 to 80, because if you go too fast, it's going to get blurry and shit. But you want it to be fast enough that the entire name is read before it disappears. Okay. So 40 to 50 to 60, somewhere in that range is pretty good. And then what you're going to look at, and you'll see, is this. Okay. So this is our image. This is our alert. So we're done in OBS. Now, what I like to do, and this is just housekeeping, I select both of these, and then I will group them, and I will call this follower alert, just so it's in one thing. So now they're grouped together. So if I move them, they move together, right? Does that make sense? You know, but you don't have to. That's just habit that I'm into. And then you can make another group for your raid alerts, another group for, you know, whatever. However many images you have and which ones you want to do. And then we're going to go into the bot. So one thing we want to do here is we want to turn the visibility of these off. So we're going to turn these off, right? And leave your follower alert. If you do group them, leave that one visible, right? And as you can see, they're not there, but we're going to turn just the visibility of the 2 actual image and the text off. Okay. So now we go to the bot, and we're just going to make a new action, and we're just going to call this one follower alert. We'll say okay. And what we want to do is we have to think about what are we doing, right? The trigger is going to be somebody follows you on Twitch. So we know that when that happens, we're going to need to populate their name and all their information, right? So the first one, always with Twitch, is going to be Twitch user get user info for target. And we're going to switch this to user. And then we're going to say, okay. So that's going to give us their username and things like that, right? Now we need to populate the text, right? Does that make sense? So we're going to populate the text on that shows up here. So what we're going to do is now we're going to go to OBS, and then we're going to, let me move my mouse so you can actually see. Right click, we're going to go OBS, and we're going to go down here to sources, and we're going to set GDI text. Okay. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to find the text in our scene. So we're in our alert scene, and then the text that we're actually changing is called follower name. So we have that here already. It defaulted to that for us. And then the text is going to be the variable for their username. So %, user, %. Okay. But if you notice, I turn these back on. If you look at the name, when it starts over, there's no space, right? It all runs together. So what I want to do in here is before or after, doesn't matter, it's up to you. I do it before just because I don't know, it's just the way I do it. But I'm going to add 2 blank spaces, just like that. Space, space, and then the variable. Okay. And that's going to populate the username in that space, and it's going to put a couple spaces but before the first letter, so when it's scrolling by, you can tell when the name actually stops and starts again. Right? Okay, now we need to make them both visible, so we want to turn on the visibility for our follower image and our follower name. So again, we're going to go back to OBS, we're going to go back to sources, and we're going to set source visibility state. It's the one at the very bottom. We're going to go to our scene, which is alerts, and our source is follower, because we want to turn the picture on first, even though they kind of happen at the same time. Just think about it logically, like what is it that you want to happen, right? So we're going to make our follower, the image, visible. And then we're going to make the name visible. So you can actually just duplicate this if you want to, or you can go back through OBS and all that. But I'm just going to duplicate, and then we come in here and change follower to follower name and make that visible. So now when this gets triggered, it's going to pull their name. It's going to make the text say their name, and then it's going to make them both visible. Now we don't want it to be there forever. We only want it to be there for a little bit. And I think anywhere between like 4 and 6 seconds is really good for like a follower or raid alert. You don't want it there forever, you know, but you want to be there long enough that people can actually read what the stuff is. So we're going to go to core, and we're just going to add a delay. And remember, this is in milliseconds. So however many seconds you want it to last, just multiply that by 1,000. So if we want it to last for 5 seconds, we just do 5,000 and we say okay. And then all we're going to do is we're going to duplicate these two backwards. So we've turned follower name on last. We're going to shut it off first, and then we'll duplicate this one. And then we're just going to double click into them and change the visible to hidden. And again, with the bottom one, follower visible to hidden. And that's, you're done, right? So we're populating the name. We're populating the name in OBS. We're turning the visibility of the picture on, visibility of the name on. We're waiting 5 seconds. We turn the name off, and then we turn the picture off. So now all we got to do, all we have to do, because words are hard, is set our trigger. And for this one, we're just going to right click. We're going to go to Twitch. We're going to go to, where is it? I forget because I don't do follower alerts on my channel. Somebody help me. Channel. Okay, there it is. Channel follow. So anytime you get a follow on your channel, it'll trigger this alert. And then if you want to test it, right, let me come back in here. We'll turn this visibility off. This is the way it's supposed to be. All right, so let me move this over a little bit. So now if I test this, let's right click on the trigger and do test trigger. Why am I not connected to my own damn? Am I not connected? Oh, I'm not connected to Twitch. Never mind. That's why I'm not connected to it. Anyway, when you see it connected to Twitch, it will come in. Let me just do a test. Let me just do a test. Hold on. Should be able to do a test. We'll do, the name is user. Hello? And the value would be, I don't know. Let's just make it me. That should work. That should work. Let's see. Or not. I never get these fucking test triggers to fucking work. Something's not connected. I don't normally have my test stuff connected. But anyway, that's how you do it. Yeah. But obviously I'm not connected to anything. So there is nothing. Oh, I also don't have my fucking... I don't have anything on this. Yeah, there you go. You got it. And so I don't have anything connected. Like I don't even have my where did they go? Server. I don't have my WebSocket server. That's why nothing was connecting before with the OBS RAW. I don't have my WebSockets going. I don't have any of my platforms connected. This is just my show you how to do things bot. And that's why. But you got it. And then the same thing with Raid, you know. So basically you can actually once you have your follower alert, or the first one, whichever one you do, just duplicate it and then rename it. So this one, you know, we'll get rid of copy and we'll just rename this one to, you know, Raid, right? So this is your Raid alert. And you can leave pretty much everything in here the same, right? Except obviously, like you only need the one text, you know what I mean? Like the name, because it's not, you know, it'll change every time it's run. So you can come in here and just change the image, you know. So if we uploaded another one and named it Raid, you could just change the image to, you know, whatever your Raid one was, right? And then change the text for this one. Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely add sound. So that one is in setting, or I'm sorry, core, sounds, play a sound. What I would do though is be careful with this one, is uncheck this finish playing before continuing, because you want the sound to play at the same time as the alert, not sound and then the alert. So uncheck this box, and I'm just gonna have to pick a sound. So we'll do this one. I don't care, whatever. Right. And then just, yeah, you can put that, you know, near the top, at the top, when things become visible, right? Whatever. Yeah. And then just carry that through with, you know, your Raid, your cheers, your bits, donations, subscribers, resubscribers, gifted subs, you know, all of that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. One other thing I want to mention, and this goes for everybody that's making alerts in StreamerBot. If you go to the platforms tab and go to settings, so you go to, you know, Twitch settings, you're going to see this box down here called gift bombs, and ignore gift subs from gift bombs. You want to make sure that this is checked. Okay, especially if you have subscriber and resubscriber alerts, you want to make sure that this is checked. And what this does is, let's say, for example, somebody comes into your channel and they gift 10 subscribe, right? They give you 10 gift subs. That's considered a gift bomb. A gift bomb is any gift sub more than one, so 2 or more gift subs at the same time by the same person. Right? And that's what a gift bomb is. So they can come in and give you 1 gift sub and it's a gifted sub. But if they do 5, 10, whatever, and you don't have this checked, it's going to treat all 10 of those as an individual subscriber, and your alert will go off 10 times. And it's really fucking annoying. So make sure that you check this, and then you can have an alert for gifted subs as the trigger, and gift bombs as the trigger, and it'll just do the one alert, and you can make it say whoever gifted in however many, right? Otherwise, you're going to get an alert for every single sub that comes through on that gift sub. Do I think they'll add Kick to StreamerBot? Kick and TikTok will be added to StreamerBot when Kick and TikTok publicly release their API. Currently, neither one of them has a public API, so there is nothing for StreamerBot to connect to. That's it. That's all Nate is waiting on. As soon as they have a public API that StreamerBot can connect to, absolutely. Yeah. It's probably already coded. It just needs to be made public. Right now they're keeping their ship private so nobody can connect to it. And then you'll see things like bot rigs, which can connect to Twitch or to Kick. But basically they don't actually connect to Kick. What they actually do is borderline illegal. It would be illegal. They have permission, which is why they do it, but it would be like illegal for Nate to do it with StreamerBot. But basically what they do is they do a weekly scrub. So they go into Kick's back end, which sounds really horrible, but they go into the back end of Kick and they scrape all of the information. And then they store that in a database. And that's how they get their information, which can be outdated. It can break at any time, you know, which is why Nate's not going to do it, because he's not going to put something on the shit that's not going to work. Right. So they do a scrape, and then if that information changes, they have to scrape again for it to update and to work. So they do like it's either a weekly or a nightly scrape. And between their scrapes, if something changes, the whole thing breaks. Right. But yeah, Kick has talked about releasing the public API a lot more here in the last few months. So it will probably happen, but when, who knows exactly. But yeah, as soon as it does, it'll be added. And same for TikTok, if TikTok ever decides to. TikTok has never even mentioned releasing their API publicly, but we'll see. Yeah, no problem. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, we do have another question. Okay. Well, let's answer that one then.
Malcolm 1971 asked, did you make your own credit roll? And if you did, how did you do it?
No, I did not. Well, no. Short answer is no. There is already one. Did I do a tutorial? I thought I did a tutorial on my credit. I did, didn't I? Thank you. I knew it was in there somewhere. Yeah, I have a full tutorial on it there. Everything you need to know. Yeah, easy peasy. It's got the stuff you need to download, how to set it up in StreamerBot. It's very simple. It's an HTML browser source. And I even show you how to like edit it and things if you want to. Easy. I think that's part of my stuff that's on Ko-Fi. I think it has an import code and everything, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't remember. I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, so you just go to the Ko-Fi, get the free download that's linked to it in the description down there, and then follow along. Super simple, dude. Really easy. Even Hi-Fi was able to do it, so you know it's easy. Sorry. Couldn't help that one. Well, love you, Fi. You're amazing. How's your cough today, by the way? Any better? Feeling any better at all? The same. Ugh. I tell you, man, I said that before. When I get sick like that, the cough is always the last fucking thing to leave. I feel 100% better, and I'm still coughing like first day I got sick. It sucks. Part of that's probably because I was a smoker. But we won't talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. There will not be a night stream tonight, guys. I'm canceling it right now. I can't do it. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, I'll give you about 30 seconds if you have a question. If it's going to take you longer than 30 seconds to ask the question, just type in chat, I have a question. Twitch, YouTube. Otherwise, we'll call it. If you're on the Twitch side, we are going to raid out. So please stick with me. Don't leave me yet, please. I'll find somebody to raid while we're waiting for any last minute questions to come in. Oh my God. Okay, no worries. So what we're going to do on the YouTube side, we're going to say goodbye. Twitch, we're not saying goodbye just yet. Like I said, we are going to raid out. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. I know we didn't do a lot of questions at the very beginning, and it was just watching me fuck around in Canva. But I appreciate you being here. I really do. I don't know about stream tomorrow yet. I wish I did. There will not be one tonight. But as soon as I know whether we're going to stream today or tomorrow, if I know tonight or if I don't know until tomorrow, I will update the Discord in the Bearded Stream Info channel as soon as I know whether we're going to have one or not. I will let you know either way. I am going to try to stream, but it's just going to depend on what I work tomorrow, and I don't know. That's still up in the air. I actually just now got a message that we still don't know, and we're still trying to figure it out. So, for those of you on YouTube, again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We will be here next week at our normal time, right? At 2:15 instead of the late 4:15 start. So grab your questions, come back, hang out next Saturday. All right. But we'll see you next time. And thank you again for being here. And remember, Twitch, we're not leaving you yet. Just YouTube. So Twitch, say bye to YouTube. YouTube, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. You matter. You are important. We'll see you next time. Love, peace, chicken grease.